Lesson 13.3, find parabola features given a graph. We know a parabola as a quadratic, the shape a quadratic equation makes, which is like a y equals x squared. And we know that it opens up. We also know that if we were to make it a negative x squared, now it would open down. Okay, there's another way that parabolas can actually go, and that is either opening to the left or opening to the right. So that's what's going to add to this lesson, and you'll figure out, I'll show you how you know which is which. Some other details that they have we haven't heard of before is what's called a focus. A focus is a point inside the curve, and it's a certain distance away. I'm not going to tell you that yet, but it's inside. So it would be here if the parabola is opening up, it would be here if it's opening down, it would be here if it's opening to the left, and here if it's opening to the right. It also has what's called a directrix. Directrix is a line that is back behind the parabola. So this distance here, it would be the same distance back behind it than going this way. That would be called the directrix. If this parabola opens down, the directrix, I can't say that word, would be the same distance here going behind it. So it would be a horizontal line. Versus if it opens left or right, it would be back behind it here. I'm gonna kind of run out of room here. And then back behind it here. So that kind of gives you the gist of it. They're going to start out giving you this graph without it actually being drawn. But what you need to know is that the parabola will be an equal distance between the focus and the directrix line. And so we want to figure out, okay, if this is here at 3, that's 1, 2, 3, 4 boxes apart. Divide 4 by 2, it should be right here in the middle. And the focus is always on the inside of the parabola. Think of the parabola surrounding it. So it would be like this. Okay, so then we know that the vertex, which is this point, I've heard that before, is at -7, 5. And then it has a p-value. The p-value is the distance from either the vertex to the focus, and it's also the distance from the the vertex to the directrix line. And so this is just a distance of 2. And then we would say it's opening up. And that'll be a drop-down menu on Delta Math. Let's try one more of them. We've got a new parabola. It has a focus at 2, 6 and a line that's the directrix of x equals 8. What can be said about the parabola? So now our directrix is running vertically. Here's our focus. And so we want to split this distance here. So let's see, there's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 boxes in between. 6 divided by 2 would be 3. So 1, 2, 3 boxes in. This is where our vertex would be. And we know that this focus has to be within the parabola. So it's going to be something like this. So we'd say the vertex is at 5, 6. Has a p-value. P-value is the distance the focus is from the vertex, and it's the same as the vertex to the directrix. And that's a distance of 1, 2, 3. We already counted them. And then we would say this parabola opens to the left. And that's all we're doing on this lesson until we get comfortable with seeing these new terms and seeing parabolas turn left and right.